Hi, I'm Pastor Paul Steele from Bethlehem Church in Austin, Minnesota. In his book, Stand Against the Wind, Erwin McManus wrote, God formed us in his image and then breathed life into us. God's life in us is sustained by character. When we lose the character of God, we lose the life of God in us. You and I were created to live in God's world. And for us to live well in God's world requires us to live God's way. In other words, we need to demonstrate God's character. So how do we go about doing this? How do we live well in God's world? How do we demonstrate his character? In 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 21 and 22, Peter wrote, through Christ you have come to trust God, and you have placed your faith and hope in God because he raised Christ from the dead and gave him great glory. You were cleansed from sin when you obeyed the truth. So now you must show sincere love to each other as brothers and sisters. Love each other deeply with all your heart. We live well in God's world when we love. You see, the foundation of God's character is his love for us. And if we're going to demonstrate God's character, we need to love. And love is more than a feeling. Love is how we treat one another. It's the respect we show to each other. It's the encouragement we give, the forgiveness we offer. It's the help that we provide. When we love, we are living well in this world. On Sunday mornings, we have been talking about what it looks like to live with wisdom. And wisdom is the knowledge we need for living well in God's world. And so if you want to find out more about what it means to live with wisdom, I invite you to join us Sunday mornings at 10:30 in person next to Ellis Middle School or online on Facebook or on YouTube. And if you have a prayer request that you'd like me to be praying about, send me a message and I will add you to my list. I would love to be in prayer for you. And if you want to find out more about what's happening here at Bethlehem Church, I encourage you to follow us on Facebook. That's the best place to keep up to date with what's happening here. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and God bless.